Okay, so today I'm going to be trying a bit of a different project. I have some offcuts of some steel, so this is 5200 steel that I use for some of my production knives. And this is just an offcut from when I do them by stock removal. So I'm going to see how big of a knife I can make out of this. I'm hoping to get enough to make a little paring knife for using in the kitchen. And I think I'll be able to do a little, maybe 3 or 4 inch paring knife out of it. If not, then I'm just going to make as big a knife as I can with it, and then I'll do some destructive testing and just show how 52100 holds an edge and compares to some other steels. So, yep, that's the plan for today. First things first, gotta fire up the forge. So. Start by breaking this down, bringing it down to more of a rectangle. It's losing its heat pretty quickly because it's such a small piece. My anvils have been cold this morning, so I'll have to go for more frequent heats, but that broke down pretty easily, so I'm going to break it down a little bit more and then start drawing it out. Alright, we've got more heat. I'm going to break it down a little bit more. Okay, so now it's about 1/4 of an inch thick and maybe 1/2 inch wide, 3 inches long. I'm going to bring it down a lot smaller. Actually, I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to draw the tang on this end, and then I'll know how much material I have left. Okay, so I'm going to find a good spot on my anvil to break down the tang. I can start here. Yeah, it's still very thick, but that's alright because this is still pretty thick, so I'm going to now flip it around and work with the blade. I know that's how much material I want for the tank. Now I can work on the blade and see what I can go get out of this piece of steel here. Alright, so I'm going to draw out the blade part of this piece of metal. Tons of metal in this, so I got a lot more drawing out to do. This thing gets heat super quickly on this cold anvil, so yeah, I'll just take a lot of heat. Brought it down quite a bit. I hammered the bevel in, and now I'm going to straighten the spine out. I'm going to hammer the spine a little bit. I'm going the bevel to go all the way to the top, and I think that would look best. So I'm going to work on that. I can work on the top and bevel. So that's what I'll do in my next heat. So I'll hammer this flat, so it's going to be just straight to the head. It's still pretty thick on the spine. It's still at least, let's see here, almost 3/16 of an inch thick. So So I've got the forging done, I've straightened it out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it up to critical temperature. It's going to be like a 4-inch, it looks like. And I'm going to let it air cool. I'm going to do this at least once, at least twice, just before the grinding. That's going to normalize the grain, and it's going to allow it to, it'll be softer for grinding and easier to work with. And it's going to reduce the chance of cracking because we stretched it out quite a bit. We're going to let that just cool down until there's no color left. I'll go back into the forge, heat it up, and do that again a couple times. And then I'm just going to let it air cool before I go to the grinder. Okay, so here is the knife. It's been normalized, and I started grinding just a little bit. I ground in the perimeter in the profile. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my grinder. I have an old belt on there, and I'm just going to surface flatten the whole thing so that I can get it ready for grinding in the bevels. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so now I've got the spine flattened, which is going to lead me up to be able to do the bevel. So let's get this to focus here a little bit. It's hard to get it to focus, but let's see here. There we go. So then I'll be able to grind in these bevels. I think I'm going to start right here and grind them all the way to the spine. So I'm not going to leave an edge. I'm just going to grind it all the way to the spine. I'm thinking this is starting to look more like a steak knife instead of a paring knife, but oh, that's all right. I'll just figure it out. Should still work anyway. The trick is going to be bringing it down so thin because this is going to be. I'm going to bring it down so that it's going to be sharp before I even sharpen it. So I have to be very careful when I'm grinding it so that I don't accidentally make a bump and then ruin the whole knife. So I'm gonna just take it nice and slow and see how it goes. Okay, so I've got the blade ready for heat treating. I brought it down to about 20 thousandths of an inch thick on the edge, and when I finish it, it'll be around hopefully like pretty much nothing on the edge before sharpening. That way, it's just going to be tuning up the sharpening. See if I can get it to focus there. So now I'm gonna heat treat it. So I'm gonna normalize it a couple times. It's so thin, so I don't want it to warp. So that's, yeah, I'm gonna normalize it a couple times the way I did before with the blowtorch, and then I will quench it. Okay, so the blowtorch wasn't getting quite hot enough, so I'm gonna use the forge on low heat just to heat it up till it's red, glowing red. Sweet, it's perfectly straight.